How's it going, everybody? I really appreciate you taking time tuning into my video. Even left-leaning major news agencies are saying that the assault weapons ban has no chance of passing the Senate, while a giddy House Speaker Nancy Pelosi smiled broadly on passage of H.R. 1808, which bans the future sale and manufacture of so-called assault weapons. It is not likely to pass the Senate, where the requirement for a 60-vote majority to overcome a filibuster should stop it cold. Most media reports are predicting, according to the New York Times, where the headline declared the bill is doomed in the Senate, it stands no chance of passing the evenly divided Senate, where such a sweeping gun control measure would not be able to win over the 10 Republicans. It would need to overcome the filibuster. CNN acknowledged the legislation is not expected to amass the 60 votes needed to overcome a filibuster in the Senate. Reuters concurred, noting in its lead paragraph, the U.S. House of Representatives on Friday passed legislation banning assault-style rifles that have been used in mass shootings, sending it to the Senate where it faces likely defeat. Over at ABC News, the forecast was just as negative. While the bill cleared the House, it's unlikely to advance in the Senate, where Democrats would need at least 10 Republican votes to overcome the filibuster. Alan Gottlieb, the chairman of the Citizens Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms, said with certainty it will not pass the Senate. However, he expects grassroots gun rights activists to especially focus their attention on Senator Joe Manchin, a Democrat from West Virginia, Joe Tester, a Democrat from Montana, Christian Sinema, a Democrat from Arizona, Susan Collins, a Republican from Maine, Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, and Mitt Romney, a Republican from Utah. I expect gun owners to contact all 100 of them, meaning senators, he said in an email. The likelihood of Senate passage being doubtful, Gottlieb does not anticipate any need to start planning for legal action. Indeed, the last month's Supreme Court announcement that it granted certiorari to a Maryland case, challenging the state's semi-auto ban, vacating the lower court's decision to uphold the ban and remanding it back for further consideration based on doctrine set in New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruin. It might be premature for a gun prohibition movement to start handing out party favors. The House vote was a narrow victory for anti-gunners, with 5 Democrats voting against the measure. They were Representatives Henry Culler, a Democrat from Texas, Jared Golden, a Democrat from Maine, Vicente Gonzalez, a Democrat from Texas, Kurt Schrader, a Democrat from Oregon, and Ron Kind, a Democrat from Wisconsin. 2 Republicans jumped ship to vote with Democrats, Representative Brian Fitzpatrick of Pennsylvania and Chris Jacobs of New York. The final tally on the otherwise party-line vote was 217 to 213. Now the question can legitimately be raised about whether this is an election year ploy. Democrats can go home to tell their constituents they tried, perhaps knowing that the bill would not pass in the Senate. If that's the case, it could backfire by bringing gun owners out of the political woodwork to vote vulnerable Democrats out of office, much like the rout of 1994, following the passage of the Clinton crime bill, which contained a 10-year ban on so-called assault weapons. That year, Democrats lost more than 50 seats, including that of the then House Speaker, Tom Foley. This is all very good news, especially coming from left-leaning news agencies. But we still can't stop pressuring our elected officials until this either comes to a vote in the Senate or is never brought up at all. As always, let me know your thoughts about the story in the comments section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please take time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video.